Hello, everyone. How are you all doing this evening? I am happy to be back again for another video. I hope that since we last spoke, you all have been well. I've been thinking about what my day has been like, and today has been a day of adventure, starting from driving to work early this morning. I hit something on the road, like I couldn't see it, and I knew I hit it hard. It was sharp, but the tire didn't get slashed, and I swerved just enough, and then we kept on going. And so that was something of an event. Get to work. It's kind of a quiet day. A lot of, hustle and bustle is happening, and I actually take it upon myself, the end of the year, clean out some papers, just kind of straighten up and tidy up. I love a clean desk. So that was an event. Left early from work, to go pick up my baby sister package from the airport. So good to see her, affectionately known as Dr. Baby Kelly. So she's here with me tonight. And my older sister, I guess some lint flying, is coming to pick her up tomorrow. And then we go eat at one of my favorite restaurants. And we come home, do a little bit of shopping, and we come here this evening to kind of rest and just everybody to their corner. So I'm at home. Hubs is doing his thing. The kids are doing their thing. Sister's doing her thing. And so here I am with you on an eventful day before Christmas Eve. Why did I tell you all those things? I told you those things because what I'm learning is that our days are full of unforeseen events that can change the trajectory of our day, our mindset in an instant. And with each thing that I mentioned that happened, there's an emotion attached to it. Sometimes there's an action and sometimes there's a reaction. When my sister and I went to go shopping this evening, I went to the car. Oh, another event. I left my phone in the department store, paid, went to the car, and noticed that my front grill is cracked from where I hit that thing in the road this morning. And I'm like, wait a minute, I need to take a picture. And I noticed that I didn't have my phone. So I have an Apple Watch. I did the thing, couldn't hear it, said it wasn't connected. I ran into the store and realized where I was, ran to that location, found my phone still there, thanking the Lord for that, because we're not trying to replace any phones. And grabbed it, went to the car, took a picture of the damage, and, drove home. And everything, while it seemed random, every event, to include the things that happened during work, were not by accident. Every situation today for me was designed to show me how I respond and how I react to things. So here are the 3 nuggets that I'm going to pull out of my day. Number 1, the near miss. The near miss this morning, I didn't see it coming. I mean, I'm traveling in Old Dock 30 with my coworker, carpooling on the way to work, and my light hits something and I don't have time to respond. And so I nip it, and that nip tore some material out of my car, but I was safe. And even though I would definitely rather not have a hole and a crack in my grill, I was safe and I was able to get to work. I didn't swerve to miss that object and hit another car. So I'm counting my blessings, and it could have been much worse. So sometimes we have to thank God for the near miss and recognize that those bumps in the road, those things that are in our way, remind us that we can't see everything. Now, I have an SUV and my lights were on and it was raining this morning. And I was so frustrated and scared in an instant that I'm like, man, it just appeared. It reminded me that I am not in control of anything. And the best that I can do is react and not hope for the best, but be thankful for being able to respond the way that I did. So the first item is a near miss. The second is that there are blessings in the near miss. Had I gotten into my SUV, driven home, now the shopping center is right near my house. Had I gone further, who knows would have grabbed my phone. I also have a phone with kind of like a wallet in it. So I had some things in my wallet and my phone. It wouldn't have been just the phone missing if someone had picked it up. They'd have been Merry Christmas to me. And because I needed to take a picture of the damage, it reminded me that I didn't have my phone. And there's a blessing in the near misses. So I was able to identify something that was missing that I didn't have in a near miss, and it ended up protecting me. There's protection involved when we escape tragedy or when we are able to dodge something that is unforeseen, that's out of our control. And I consider those to be blessings. I consider those to be God winks. I consider those to be opportunities for us to just give thanks. And then my third item today is recognizing when you are really not in control and when you need to be corrected and when you need to just pause. I'll call it a pause. Let's just call it a pause. There was something that happened at work. Nothing major, but the tone set off a response and a reaction in me that made me start questioning a lot of things. And I said, okay, let me just go. I just went for a walk around my floor and I opened my phone. I had my pods in. I didn't touch anything. I literally just turned the phone on and out popped a sermonette from the pastor at the church called 2819, I believe. I hope I got that number right. And he starts talking about how we have to arrest our thoughts, that our thoughts can often originate from things that are put into our minds. And the only thing that can refute, take over, consume, and combat those things that we think of that are negative or come from spiritual warfare is the Word of God. And I was just like, wow, God, this is definitely you. This is you speaking to me, because when those events happened, and they weren't major, my countenance changed, my attitude changed, my thoughts started to collect themselves, and I started to go on a path of thinking that wasn't necessarily, I won't say it wasn't positive, but it didn't help me. It wouldn't have done anything other than lead me and multiply into a spiral of other negative thoughts. And I'm just so thankful that God reminded me, no, everything you feel is real, and some of the things that are put into your head and put into your mind are put there by the enemy. They're put there to distract you. They're put there to cause you and the things that you are sensitive to spiral out of control. The only thing you can do is speak the truth of the Word of God. I told y'all I'm a woman of faith, and that just hit me really hard, but it hit me in a heart again of being blessed and being thankful. So just to recap, had a near miss. I was okay. Coworker was okay. I didn't merge into the lane next to me because there was a car coming. Didn't hit anybody. Got to work safe. Later on in the evening, to take a picture of the damage to the front of my car, I recognized that I left my phone somewhere, and me without my phone and some of the contents in my phone during the holiday season would have been really bad. That would have been another headache, another stressful type situation that I didn't need. And then lastly, being able to receive what God put in my mind through a sermonette because an event had taken me into a direction and he had to immediately pull me back. And I'm just really thankful that those near misses, those blessings in disguise, are what keep us focused in the path that we're supposed to go. Folks, it doesn't take much to get off course. You don't have to be neurodivergent. You just need the right mix of circumstances. You need the right set of bad news, or you need good news delivered by someone with nefarious intentions. You need that person that isn't looking where they're going and they're looking innocently at directions, but they veer in your lane, and the next thing you know, an accident can. It doesn't take much for us to look at what someone else is doing and have negative thoughts about ourselves and start to compare, because comparison does kill. It doesn't take much, and that's why near misses are important for us to arrest, to be thankful for identifying them soon enough to get us back on track. So wherever you are and whatever you're doing, I want us to be able to recognize and be thankful for the near misses, to appreciate those opportunities of being redirected and refocused, whether it's through wise counsel, whether it's through an event that you dodged a bullet, not literally, but you dodged something that was significant. And my hope and prayer is that you recognize and give thanks for not being in harm's way, or not being taken out, or not being moved or shifted by some of the things that happen. We're in a season where anything can happen. Folks' emotions are sometimes all over the place. Even your dreams, even as you close out 2025, you may be thinking, man, I didn't do this, or man, I wish I had done that, or wow, I'm not where I want to be. I want us to just be able to give thanks and recognize that where you are is not where you have to stay, and that any near miss that you have, and on the contrary, any opportunity that you feel is eluding you, that you've missed it. You haven't missed anything. Your opportunity, your blessing is in the waiting. Your blessing is in recognizing that you are still here and there's still opportunity. Maybe you're not ready. Maybe that no is just a not yet. Maybe that near miss saved you and your family from ruin or from peril. Maybe that thing that you're going after that was taken away from you, so you think, or it just didn't materialize, wasn't good enough for you. There's so many circumstances that I can name, and I'm sure you have your own. I just want us to reflect and be able to recognize those God winks, recognize those blessings, and they come along to remind us that we're still in need of work. We're not perfect. They remind us that we're still alive, we're still able to shift the atmosphere, and that all is not lost. So be encouraged. And I just want to thank you for riding with me again tonight. I'm going to point. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. And I also want you to comment. This is meant to be a two-way conversation where we share ideas and where we're able to encourage one another. And this next video will hopefully, I think this is going to be the direction right here. The next video is hopefully going to be one to take you that step further. All right, guys, thank you. Have a great night. I'm going to click this button and hopefully we'll see each other tomorrow. Have a great night.